What is up? This is SpireFan, and we are going to go over the March 2025 Pokemon TCG in-person monthly. Thanks again to Brian for playing, keeping at it, learning the new techniques. In Highlander, things like Evo Soda and form changes. He's definitely keeping at it. I think from the looks of it, he looks like he's pretty good in Standard, and he's been able to bring that over to Highlander pretty quickly. So we're going to play a 3 out of 5 set. Let's get right to it. So round 1, I am playing the deck from last month, which was the deck made for Gage Hoover. Blastoise, Galarian, Darmanitan, Mantine. I start with Froakie, and Brian is playing Rama Noodle's deck, the Raichu Lantern Manectric deck. His deck is pretty fast, able to blitz with energy. You see the Thunder Mountain there, able to retrieve Lightning and Dragon Pokemon. He plays Lantern pretty fast, able to try to spread some damage there potentially. As I start Froakie, and I'm able to play into Frogadier, pivot into Kyogre, get a Drizzle onto Frogadier there. I evolve into Galarian Darmanitan, which you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. For each energy, you flip if heads 50 damage times. For each card that's not energy, or for each tails, you put 1 damage counter on all of your opponent's EX Pokemon. And so then now Brian has a full bench here, able to play Zekrom, Togedemaru. He's got Pikachu with an Eviolite, able to protect Pikachu for some damage. Now Manectric does protect the entire bench, and you see Bench Shield there. So basically bench protectors like Manectric, Cloyster, and Bastiodon protect your entire bench as a Pokebody, but they don't protect themselves. So Bench Shield tends to be a pretty great 1-for-1 there. In terms of combo potential. He does send out Togedemaru, who's able to do a bunch of damage spread. Can be pretty effective there. I do send out Basculegion as a revenge killer, and looking to try to kind of anchor in, trying to do some decent damage for 1 energy. He also does a no energy attack that can shuffle cards and energy back in. For a lot of damage depending on the energy. So definitely a great late game. Honestly, Basculegion is just good throughout the pace of Highlander. Early game revenge kills, late game shuffle ins, mid game 1 energy high damage attacks. You see me play Greninja Break there, able to get some giant water shuriken. I'm trying to spread some damage counters because I saw Manectric being there, protecting Brian's bench, so I knew it was important for me to find workarounds there. We do see Zekrom level X. Brian, I informed him that I think a Molga level X was missing from the deck, but I told him if he wanted to look up a Molga level X, I have it for him. But he ended up not playing a Molga this set, which is totally fine. I take game 1. We go into game 2. I start Hisuian Basculin, which has an amazing attack, Call for Family. That is actually the Holo Promo Hisuian Basculin that Steven got me, and Steven Elmore was the first player to play Hisuian Basculin and Basculegion, and I thought he did a great job demonstrating the power of how strong that Pokemon is. And yeah, the not fully evolved form, able to just call out 2 Pokemon to your bench for no energy is amazing because you can evolve next turn. We see him play Togedemaru with a Fighting Fury Belt, trying to potentially add more damage from things like Nuzzle or his spread attack. And I go to Greninja Break there, get the water, it looks like I got the giant water shuriken, trying to pivot out there. Looking for Blastoise Dig Well, top 3 cards of your deck. For each basic water energy, you attach it to your Pokemon any way you like, the rest get discarded. You combo that with Mantike, which says when you evolve into Mantine, you can put the top 2, you can put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile on top of your deck. So yeah, great combo potential there. I also have Delcatty. You can see the dice on Delcatty. That means I've been using Power Circulation a few times. Also on Mantine. What's helpful about Mantine is its Power Ripples, lets you heal 10 damage from one of your other Pokemon. So great combo potential with Delcatty. They both have Power Circulation, so they can cover each other. And you see right here, I'm promoting Blastoise. I'm trying to promote, a threat here, get some offensive momentum going. He has Pikachu with Pichu on the bench, protected by bench shield. So what's good about this is if I knock out Pikachu, like here, he can use the multiple rescue carriers in the deck to grab Pikachu, evolve onto Pichu, and then get those baby evolution, Pokepower, and Pokebodies. But I do end up taking that game, trying to lock it in with Blastoise there, which is important to try to get that momentum going. But, you know, I know that Brian, and well, aka Ramen Noodle's deck, is capable of just doing a ton of burst damage. As you see here, he's already trying to hit me with Raichu, rush me down. Definitely a rushdown style deck. We see the Raichu break, giving him some more HP there. Looking like he's doing some spread damage with Raichu's second attack. And again, so Ramen Noodle's deck basically is, aside from Zekrom, all the Pokemon in this deck, a lot of them have free retreat. A lot of them have like 90 or below HP. And what that means is he can just blitz with rescue carriers over and over. They're almost all of them are searchable with Level Ball if you want to run that. And yeah, it really is like one of the fastest Highlander decks we've ever seen in a tournament. We see the Jolteon here. Brian trying to spread some damage with the Pokepower. Jolteon can wall off basic Pokemon. We see Manectric promoted. Manectric can do a lot of damage based off the amount of damage counters on the opponent, so I definitely have to be careful there. Zekrom is promoted as a wall. Great use with Eviolite there, making me have to really think about how to tackle this problem here, or tackle this challenge he's promoting. I do play Warp Point, looking like I try to get trying to go for a KO with Basculegion here. So right now, Brian is at 5 prizes. He's able to get one pretty early on, good on him. Manectric takes some damage. He does, stay out and active. Able to get Miraidon out, which can let you search for other lightning Pokemon, which can be really strong. And, Miraidon also has a lot of HP. So, there's just a lot of... There's some tankiness you can do with your fully evolved basics with the deck Brian is playing. Now Togedemaru is promoted, and I keep at it with Basculegion. Again, just trying to keep some momentum going. So a big part of the deck I built for Gage is when you set up, you try to just maintain a problem for your opponent potentially. The deck plays 2 Super Potion, so there's a lot of good synergy with, the being able to heal 60, discard an energy from it, but that energy discard could be a net bonus because of power circulation. Rinse and repeat. Definitely a lot of fun. Thanks, Brian, for playing the set. I hope that you keep at it. Again, you did really well adapting to this format, and I look forward to future tournaments and what people bring. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thank you to the Pizza Place for letting us have these. Great restaurant. I highly recommend, and I'm not just saying that because we run tournaments there. It actually started because me and my family loved that place. My dad is good partners with the owner, and eventually the idea popped up of me doing tournaments there, and he was all for it. And it's been fun so far. They have great pizza. I've tried a lot of it, and I highly recommend if you're in Kansas City to check them out. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you around.